Well, what's your definition of a daredevil? You're a race
To do
car
things
driver.
where you could potentially get hurt. I'm not, though. That's true.
Yeah, but you're a race car driver.
I know, but I'm a methodical driver. I'm methodical. I don't go out there and just, hold it wide open until the car does something, and then I'm like, oh, better lift now. I'm like a methodical driver, so I build up.
Well, I think what you're saying is you're not stupid.
Thank
But
you,
you're
Joe. That's
definitely-
very nice of you. That was
but
like a really, really nice way to say that.
Yeah, you're not dumb, but you're definitely a daredevil.
Thank you. Well,
And you have to be.
I'm not.
There's no way you cannot be.
I'm just not. I'm serious.
drive 200 miles
Anybody
an hour
that
for a
really
living.
knows me knows that I'm not brave.
Oh, wow, that's so crazy.
I know.
It's. I think you're talking crazy.
Crazy talk over here. Well, it's true. I just have been grooming this talent since I was 10, and 26 years later, I'm okay with it.
I think it's both of those things, but I think there's no doubt that you're a brave person.
Actually, my first time in a go-kart was horrible.
What were you, 3?
10. 10. And my sister was 8. My dad built the go-karts. There's a big parking lot out back. So we got like spray cans, WD-40, whatever, pop cans, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I grew up in the Midwest, so pop. And set them up in a big circle for my sister and I to go out and drive around and drive our go-karts for the first time. And my dad there was a little mistake with the brake pedal, and so it stopped working. And since I'm 10 and I'm really young and dumb and I don't know what I'm doing, young, dumb, and broke, I guess I was, yeah, like the song goes. But I went to hit the brake, it wasn't there, so instead of just spinning out or continuing to turn, I just went straight, and I was headed for a trailer, like kind of a higher elevated trailer, which would have resulted in decapitation. And I swerved at the last second and hit a concrete wall, and I go flying, and my arm lays back on the muffler, and my cool puffy jacket burns, and I bruises all up my legs and on my arms, and that was my first time in a go-kart within 5 or 10 minutes of being out there. And so my dad just got a new one and built it, and we went racing. So maybe I am really brave. I don't know. You're right. Maybe I always felt like in IndyCar, to some degree, I wasn't brave because people were willing to do things that were perceivably more brave. But I did describe them as dumb. You're right. Yeah. So you're probably a little right, and I'm maybe a little right too. But you're right.
I think you're definitely brave, but I think there's definitely a line where bravery becomes stupid because the risk outweighs the reward.
100%.
Yeah, and
100%.
That's a masculine thing in a lot of ways because it's testosterone makes you do really stupid shit.
Does it?
Yeah,
like what?
Yeah. Well, they're all competing against each other and they're trying to out macho each other. I mean, you could go. There's a bunch of Twitter accounts you can go and see. What's that one? Hold This Beer. Yeah. There's a Twitter account called Hold My Beer.
While I do what?
Well, exactly. While I do everything.
Oh,
it's like people jumping off roofs and stupid shit. And it's almost all men. There's occasionally a drunk girl doing something stupid, but it's almost entirely men. So I would think that men trying to out macho each other.
Are you saying men are somewhat inferior then? Because they do a lot of dumb stuff? Maybe their hormones are not in balance like ours?
They definitely, when competing against each other, will do dumb shit.
You think that's a testosterone? Testosterone's to blame?
Well, they try to out macho each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some don't. Some are smart and they don't. But, it's just a part of being a man. It's like trying to prove that you're not scared.
What else is part of being a man? Tell me about men.
Well, what do you want to know?
I don't know. What else is very manly that women don't understand? What don't women understand about men?
That's a good question. I have no idea what you understand about us.
Maybe just speak from experience.
Yeah, but I don't know what.
Like if we ask a guy, what's wrong?
Oh, see, that's just nonsense talk. See, that's the what's
how
wrong?
many girls out there are like, honey, what's wrong?
What's wrong?
And you're like, nothing.
Sometimes
but
it's nothing.
Really? Is it really nothing?
Yeah, sometimes you just want to decompress.
Okay.
Sometimes you just wound up.
So is that annoying when a girl does that?
Depends on the girl.
What do you mean?
It depends on the girl. If she's annoying, yeah, it's annoying. But if you're in love with her and she's awesome,
then she can ask
what's
anything
wrong?
you want.
You're like, oh, nothing. We're good. Yeah. It depends.
So be with the right one?
100%. That's 100% it. Yeah. If someone's asking you questions and you're getting really fucking annoyed, it's probably not the question. It's probably more the person. If you think someone's amazing and they ask you something stupid, you'll just laugh. You won't get annoyed. And you guys could both joke around about how stupid it was. that's how the question was dumb.
I like it. That's good.
If you get angry, it's most likely you're just like
annoyed anyway.
Incompatible. Yeah.
So you're just like ready to sort of fall over that annoying and to get out of my space kind of attitude, because you're already annoyed with them anyway. You already don't really like them.
Yeah, there's probably something that's already rubbing you the wrong way, and you're tolerating each other instead of enjoying each other. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine a person like you, a very intense person, you probably have a difficult time finding, if you get a square peg and a square hole and everything slides in together perfect and everything's amazing personality-wise, behavior-wise. I would imagine with someone like you, like, it's very particular. You have to find someone who appreciates your intensity. Right?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times guys they want a demure, sort of like docile little creature. Like, oh, hi. How you doing, boys?
Whatever you need, I'll be home.
Well,
supper's on the table.
We'll be here when you get back. Right? And meanwhile, you're out there with a fucking go-kart going 150 miles an hour in the driveway.
Yep. Running 5 businesses.
Yeah, and, you're
going 200.
Yeah, so if you're saying what's wrong, the guy's like, fucking nothing. It's probably a bunch of other shit that's really wrong.
It's very insightful. Yeah. All right.
So what don't men understand about women? She's tapping her fingers and going through it. Everything.
I mean, I just think that we like to be told what you're thinking. I do. I like to know what someone's thinking. The whole, like, we're just keeping to myself. Like, tell me about it. And I want to know what yourself is thinking about. I want to know about you. What's going through your head. Like, communication. Now,
is this universal amongst all your girlfriends when you get together and talk about...
I would think so, yeah. Yeah.
So the problem is, like, you look at a guy... and say, you really like this guy, and you're like, this fucking dude's some crazy mystery. Like, what's going on in your head, man?
Yeah, that's not good.
Spit it out.
Everyone wants to know where they stand and what someone's thinking.
Oh, where they stand.
Well, where they stand and what they're thinking, because, right. What if they're thinking about someone else?
Oh, so you need to know.
And if you just
need to know if you're all in.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm just an all-in person, so for me, it's not a mystery. Like, you want to know what's going on in my head? I'll tell you right now.
That's intense. Yeah. Yeah. So, if a guy's, like, off drifting, you automatically assume, this motherfucker's thinking about somebody else.
Yeah, what are you up to? Exactly, that's what you're thinking. Yeah, exactly. You want to be able to ask.
I guess guys probably do that, too.
And girls like to hear nice things, too. Girls like to hear, girls like to be, girls like...
Of course.
To be appreciated, just like a guy does. I mean, I think that's my advice most of the time in relationships. I'm like, sympathy goes a really long way, because I know it goes a long way with me no matter what facet of my life it is. But, sympathy goes a long way. So, if your husband's in a bad mood, then why don't you just actually start off with, instead of feeling like you're underappreciated, going, hey, baby, you look like you've had a really long day, and I'm sure you've been working your butt off. Like, can I make you dinner? Like, what do you want? What's your favorite? And they'll probably go, oh, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. Babe, I'm fine. Hey, let me take you out to dinner. I get to eat. The sympathy gets sympathy back, and you don't. It's not good to do it to get it necessarily, but you should really feel like you are sympathetic. Like, if they're in a bad place, try and help them.
That's sound advice.
Yeah.
Be nice to each other.
Just sympathy.
Just be nice.
Because most people go underappreciated, especially in a relationship. I think the longer it goes, there's a lot of underappreciation and assumptions that get made about who does what and checks that box off. And
people get used to each other.
Especially with kids, right? I mean, I'm sure with kids it gets way worse.
It's just there's a lot of time that's involved with taking care of those little suckers. You got to pay attention to them and talk to them, and if you have more than one, like once you start talking to one, the other one wants to just chime in, and show you what they're doing. And
you're like, wait, I was busy just trying to make sure you don't die, and now I got to deal with this.
Yeah, I think people get used to things, and that's a part of the problem. They get used to each other,
taken for granted.
Yeah, they do, and then it's like I always tell people, aspire to be the person you pretend to be when you're trying to get laid. If you could be that person all the time, you would have a much better life.
That's
if you just
true. I also love the expression, for every hot chick there's a dude sick of screwing her.
Yeah, I don't say it that way. But yes, I use more flavorful language. But yeah,
was that too much or too little?
Too little.
Oh,
yeah.
How would you say it?
For every hot chick, there's a guy somewhere that's tired of fucking her.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you would say it.
Okay.